Hi there, this is Thalia the dietitian, and today I'm going to be answering one of your questions. I'm going to read you the question and then I'll answer it. So the question that I received from this parent was, our 15-month-old girl eats a ton for breakfast and lunch. We eat healthy, but is it possible for her to overeat, or should we let her satisfy her hunger at meal times? That's a really good question, and I see this a lot. Parents get really concerned when their child eats more than the parent thinks that even the parent can eat. And I remember having that exact same experience with my first baby. I think I remember calling my husband one time. He's sitting over there, that's why I'm looking over there. I called him and I said, oh my gosh, the baby ate so much, it was more food than I would eat. It was like 2/3 of what I would eat. And that's what she ate. She asked for seconds and thirds and I gave them to her. And the answer to the question is yes, let them satisfy their hunger. I know it can seem like so much, but they do know when to stop. They do know how to self-regulate, and we need to trust that they can do it. It's only in very rare cases with a genetic issue, or sometimes children who have sensory processing issues may struggle with self-regulation, not being able to eat enough. But yes, trust your child that they can tell you and they'll stop when they're full. So I do recommend giving seconds, and instead of making comments like fear-based comments where, oh my gosh, you've eaten too much, try and rephrase that as just sort of stating a fact, which is, wow, you're really hungry at this meal, or you're really hungry today. Or you could even say something like, wow, you must be growing. Because those are all a statement rather than sort of a projection of your concerns, like, oh, you've eaten too much. How could you possibly eat that much? You couldn't possibly need that much. We don't want our child to, even at 1.5 years, they might not understand, but they will if we keep saying it to them as they're getting older, that they are eating too much. They're going to start questioning whether or not they are eating too much, and that's not what any parent wants. That's not going to help develop a healthy relationship with food. Trusting that our child knows when to stop, knows when they're full, is what we really need to do. And I've said this in another video, but I'll say it again. Think about the last time you ate. What made you stop eating? It was probably that your belly told you, or your brain told you, oh, I'm actually quite full and I'm going to stop now. I'm feeling satisfied. And that's what we want our children to listen to as well. We don't want them to listen to us telling them to stop or telling them to eat more, because think about how you would feel if your spouse was sitting next to you and said to you, if my spouse sat next to me and said, hey Thalia, that's really too much food. You've really eaten too much today. I'd be pretty upset, actually. I would say it's not your place to tell me how much I need to eat because my body is really hungry today. And this is normal, that some days or some meals, even from meal to meal, the amount that a child will eat will vary. They may eat a lot for breakfast and then a really small lunch and then a small amount for dinner. Or it might be reversed the next day. We all have days where we feel extra hungry or days where we don't feel as hungry. That's totally normal. Children go through growth spurts, and that's very, very normal. So trust your child, take a deep breath, and try to rephrase any projections like worrying that they're eating too much or not enough. Try to just rephrase that as something that you're seeing as a fact. Oh, you're really hungry today. Oh, I guess you weren't that hungry today, rather than saying that projection. So I really hope you found that helpful. This is was a great question, and it's really great that this parent wants to figure out whether she needs to trust her child or not, or whether or not her child knows, and they do know. Trust them. That's how we build healthy relationships with food. If you learned something today and you found this message and video valuable, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn your notifications on. I'm going to be doing lots more nutrition videos and answering your questions about feeding your kids and how to develop a healthy relationship with food. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in another video. This is Thalia. Bye-bye. Every child deserves a healthy relationship with food, and I'm here to help you. Here are a couple more videos for you.